When the eye of Hurricane Richard passed over the Western Highway on Monday night, it uprooted trees at mile 28, one of which destroyed part of a cage at house Max the Jaguar. 24 hours later, Max would kill Bruce Cullerton, the next-door neighbor of the Foster family.
Bruce Cullerton has been living next door to us for the last 15 years. He was a very skilled mechanic and a great asset to this whole place. We all went to him with our vehicles, and he was a great guy and everybody liked him a lot. And this is a very, very sad day. This is the worst hurricane that's hit this place for the last 25 years. We had Hurricane Greta in 1980 about then, and that was not actually as bad as this. We had winds. We were right next to the eye wall of this hurricane, and we had winds over 100 miles an hour here, and it took down pretty well all the trees on the property, and it was ill luck. One of them, large mangoes, came down over the Jaguar enclosure and ripped a hole, and the Jaguar, in panic during the hurricane, escaped. Bruce, because after the hurricane, he comes over here quite regularly to use our Wi-Fi. And we'd warned him that this Jaguar was out. At that time, we had no proof that the Jaguar was anywhere near here. It could well have been 20 miles away, as far as we're concerned. But that night, I went out looking all around here, looking for the eye shine. At night is the time to do it. And as he knows me pretty good, he would probably not run away from me, so I get a good chance to see, to see who's there. At about 10 o'clock, we heard Bruce's dogs barking.
At that moment on Monday night, Foster had no idea that the Jaguar had just bitten one of Cullerton's 3 dogs and killed Bruce in the process. The Jaguar attacked Mr. Cullerton underneath his own home, exactly where we see the paw print.
The dog is in shock. His injuries are not too bad, but it looks like he actually got a bite. He has one puncture hole and he has one mark on his collar. And he's very, very depressed, but I think that most of his damage is psychological for seeing what he likely saw.
I saw the Jaguar in the middle of the road looking at the dogs, and he turned and saw me and saw my light and started to gallop up the road towards me, So I moved fairly quickly back up here because I didn't want to be caught by them in the open with any kind of defense. And I went into the house, and he came in. I came into the carport, had a drink of water from the dog bowl, and proceeded to come down the back here towards the cage.
He was still around.
So he was still around, and he was around most of the night. The dogs were very uneasy.
Because it is not a wild cat, it's not a cat that has an established home range out in the wild. If that cat were to go back farther into the forest behind us, I mean, there's other cats that are well established there, and the cat probably wouldn't stand a chance. So more than likely, it will come back to the place where it knows, right, where it was before. Jaguars range from northern Mexico all the way to northern Argentina. They're essentially across the Americas. I have never heard of an incident of a wild jaguar attacking someone. I think there are perhaps 1 or 2 incidents in the past of a jaguar attacking someone, and it's all been related to captive cats. When you have cats in captivity, there's always the risk of something like this happening.